Zambia Blog Talk Radio.
Zambians in the USA, in partnership with Global Alliance of Zambia Healthcare Professionals, invites you to the biggest event ever, the Meet the President International Fundraising Gala Dinner, featuring Zambian President, His Excellency Hakainde Hichilema, right here in the United States of America. Venue is the New Rochelle City in New York on Wednesday, September 21st, 2022. Time, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come and have fun and interact with your president, our president. The funds raised will be channeled towards the purchase of equipment for the Cancer Disease Hospital. For ticket reservations and more details, please contact the numbers on the screen or use the email provided. We look forward to seeing you in New York. Dress code: men, black tie. Ladies, long gowns or dresses. Get your ticket now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show, and we do appreciate you joining us today. You can see I already got my friends up here good to go and running because we have a lot of things to talk about and to discuss. We are not going to waste any much time. Hello, my friend, looking like an honorable member of parliament for some area in the diaspora.
Of course.
How are you? How's Canada?
We are okay, my brother. We are okay. It's getting a little bit chilly, but it's okay.
Already.
That's the way we roll over here.
Excellent. Hi, Mr. K. How's Osaka?
Osaka is great. How's it that side of Canada?
No, here, like Roger says, things are beginning to change. I don't like it when it begins to get dark very quickly.
I know.
I prefer 9 p.m. and it's still very sunny and bright. That's what I like. I like that type of weather. Yes.
Okay.
Let me mention this for everybody watching. As you can see at the beginning of this broadcast, we played that promo of an international gala, which will be hosted by the community in the diaspora, where we're going to be having the President of the Republic of Zambia as the guest of honor. So I just wanted you guys to see that. We'll be talking to one of the organizers, the chairperson. At the end of this discussion, Betty Mwa will be coming on to share some thoughts with us how that work is going. So as far as today is concerned, Roger, there are two items that we are going to discuss. Okay, I want us to deal with this thing about concerning the demolition of houses at the Kasompe Airstrip. And then in the second hour, we are going to deal with the bulldozer wheels coming off the machine and see what is going on there. We have some people who are supposed to join us, but they are not able to come, but that's fine. We shall still make this thing and make it happen. So here's what I want to do. Let me play a video clip, and then we shall pick it up from there and see. This is a scenario at the Kasompe Airstrip. The council brought in bulldozers and the police, and they started demolishing houses. I believe land was, the people built houses there. What I'm failing to understand, Roger, is what I would like us to talk about. I know this, somebody from Chingola told me this has been going on for a long time. What I want to understand is, these are the questions we should look at, is, was the land what's the word?
Regazetted.
Regazetted. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. Because, you know, when you are doing these things, if you are going to build in a certain area, you need to make sure that the land is designated for that purpose. It's very important. Let's play this video and then we shall. I hope that the sound will be good and everything else. Let's watch this.
The 48 hours ultimatum elapsed a day ago, and all the illegal structures on Kasompe Airstrip land in Chingola on the Copper Belt have been razed down. This was in an operation which started in the early hours of the morning. Police in full riot gear were on hand to control the situation after the residents attempted to resist the demolition exercise. The residents bent some tires and broke the front screen of the earth-moving machines, which were being used in the exercise. Houses closer to the runway were all brought down. And Chingola Town Clerk Namkoroka Rufyanya said the decision is meant to benefit the town and the country as a whole.
Following the directive by government that we do some demolitions here at Kasompe Airstrip, as a local authority, we came to actually implement the same. We had almost 400 structures that had come, that were erected within the airstrip. When we did agree with civil aviation, we actually resolved that we're going to do demolitions in an area of 140 in length and then 350 on the sides. You may be aware that this is in the best interest of the nation, considering that Kasompe Airstrip is actually very, very busy when it comes to the many people that use this airstrip to come and do their businesses just in the Copper Belt.
The affected residents have appealed to government to find them alternative land.
I think that's enough for now. You know how we roll here. I believe we were writing notes. Roger, she raises some points here, which I have written down, okay? She says, directive by the government, number one. Number two, there were 400 structures at the airstrip. This exercise was in collaboration with civil aviation. And the Kasompe Airstrip is very, what's the word? It's very busy. It's a place where people getting into Chingola and that part of the country, that's what they use. And interesting enough, I'm gonna go back to this point, Kasuluba. 400 houses or structures were built at that airstrip. My first question to ask is, those of you watching, if you want to join, just say so, we can send you the link, you become part of the discussion. I don't know, Roger, if you're able to answer this question, but I know you come from that side. You're not from Chingola, you're from Solwezi. Is Chingola Airstrip operational? Kasompe Airstrip operational?
No, I don't know. But from what she's saying, I never even heard before Kasompe until what has happened.
Even me, I mean,
the Copper Belt, the only airstrips or airport I know is Kalulushi and the one in Ndola. Kumufulira katushinga kwadi wapo na airport bila shaishiba. Shaishiba kwadi wapo airport. I am not sure Chingola has, but now I know. Now I know that there is an airport. I didn't know about that.
So, Kasuluba, I don't know what information you have come up with as we were preparing for this. I mean, I don't know how a place where they've built 400 structures, we shall take it their houses, how that place is operational according to that video clip that we've watched. I don't know. Do you know whether can somebody please let us know if Kasompe Airstrip is operational or not? I should have asked him this question before.
Because just like you're saying, Uncle Nathan, the question is, First of all, people don't just build structures and houses overnight. These are things that take time. So all this while, people were building, they were investing in the structures and all that. What was the state of Kasompe for the demolitions to only come up now?
Okay.
Just like you're asking, because these are the questions that are going around to say, but how come? Why all this war? Because if this is an airstrip that's been in existence and it's been very, very busy and all, surely the time that one or two individuals were coming up to say, okay, we're putting up structures, they should have been told to say, no, hey, this area is reserved. It's for an airstrip. You can build or construct somewhere else. So what was going on? Why should we wait up until disaster has happened? That's when now we want to rectify things instead of being proactive.
Yes.
There are a lot of questions, Nathan.
Yes.
Like Kasuluba is saying here, 400 houses is a lot of houses.
Yeah.
Those cannot be built just overnight.
No.
400. They started with one house. It started, I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay, let's say they started with 5 houses. Batamba 5 houses. Definitely not 10. Yafika 10. Yafika 30. Yafika 40. 100. Yafika Shan. Yeah. So there were a lot of houses which were built and in a long time.
Yeah.
So the question we want to know, did these people have the title?
There you go.
To the land where they built. If they didn't have title, maybe they shouldn't even be making noise. But
that's a good one.
As we know, maybe these people had a title.
Yes.
The other question we are also asking is, how much notice were they given? And like the lady is saying in the video, were they given any alternative? Not only on land or some form of compensation. So there are so many questions I think we are going to answer. But at the end of the day, I'm sure we are going to conclude. This was we are coming from the era when things were just disorganized.
Yeah.
It was pure disorganization.
Well, hi, Francis. Good morning.
Good morning, Wankama.
Miss B.
Hey,
hello, Mr. Konge.
So, Francis, you've heard the issues that we are raising here concerning where's that 400 houses or structures built on an airstrip, and the council moves in according to the town clerk. She stated clearly a directive from the government that those structures should be demolished. Yeah, a lot of questions lingering back here. I don't know where you want to come in from.
Let me just go ahead on. First and foremost, I think it's a very unfortunate thing. It's sad because there are so many lives that have been disturbed.
Yeah.
It's a really, really sad thing. But like my Roger said, there are so many questions that need to be answered that we don't know about. I'll start with the government, current government. I think they dropped the ball on this. Yeah, PR was not good. If and I'm saying this with a very small eye, if those people sitting tenants were warned, the government should have made it a must to maybe start talking about it a month before, go on TV, talk about it. We are relocating these people. We are telling them pull down these structures. A month before, they should have also bought ads in papers to warn as a notice. let the public understand you when you carry such a massive, massive program. There is no way you can just drop all those number of houses. Talking about over on average square foot, that you're even looking at over, if it's 300 properties, over 1,000 families or 1,000 people affected.
No, 400 structures.
400 structures. Let's
Yeah.
take it maybe 6 or something in the house. That's over 1,000 people. So if you do that, there's no way you're going to have sympathy for the citizens. So the government didn't do well in that they should have sensitized everyone. If they're warning those people, they should have provided documents. The council people would have been on TVs, going on radios, especially on the Copper Belt, so that when it happens, people understand. You see what I mean? So they left that open, and people have come in to say they are active. But it's really sad. So, but I wait to hear exactly what is going to say.
You are putting, so you are putting, now, Francis, you are turning the tables around. You are putting the burden on the government or the council here. Is that what you're doing?
No,
I don't know if Noel is ready to come in here. Noel.
No, I put the burden on people who are selling those plots. And by now, the government, what they should have done is call out those people, flash them out and say, Mr. Mutale, Miriam Wale here, these people are responsible for selling the plots. Put them out there so that people understand that this is not just the government. So everybody has a piece of the cake here. The people who are selling, the government didn't do their job to sensitize us. So it's just it's a sad thing.
One of the big questions we need to answer is this one here, and we raised this point, Roger Kasuluva, at the beginning of the discussion. Yeah. Okay, where Richard is saying this is a critical question. We know the illegal allocation of plots that happened in the previous government. Okay, if Richard is saying if it's gazetted as an airstrip, it doesn't matter whether it's operational or not. I like that. You hear that? The question I asked is the airstrip operational? The town clerk in that video clip says Kasompe airstrip is one of those busy places. Richard is saying it doesn't matter whether it's operational or not. People shouldn't take matters in their own hands. And that's what happened in Kasuluva. We saw in the previous government people being allocated plots by people who were not authorized to allocate plots. What's your response to Richard's comments, Kasulu?
I think looking at what he has said, it means that people were not supposed to be allowed to put up structures there because this area was reserved, whether operational or not, to say this is an airstrip area, all right? So there shouldn't be any structures there, meaning that it shouldn't have been left dormant because, okay, quite all right. The question is, were these people given title deeds or not? In an event that they weren't given title deeds, it means that this was an isolated piece of land whereby individuals now decided to say, okay, we're going to put up structures here and there. So where were the authorities to make sure that no one puts up an illegal structure?
The authority didn't exist in the authority in those days were there. I wish I had that picture Roger put up when we had Imamo Mwamba here. The authority was those people who were dressing in military regalia. That was the authority then.
Yeah.
You know, so, the police were toothless. The council was toothless. You are dealing with individuals who empowered themselves.
Yeah. Yes. So I am thinking to say it could have been, in the previous regime, there were issues of just dishing out land, giving to cadres or whosoever. It could have been that they didn't even have serious plans about this airstrip. So they could have said, okay, there's an area this side. We don't even know the type of people that were given. Take this land away. So maybe that could have been a situation as well. If it were the case, very unfortunate.
Roger, should the government have taken the route that Francis is tabulating here of working, informing, letting these
probably,
people...
in my view, probably they did,
Mm-hmm.
but because there was nothing dramatic happening, no one pays attention to that. Now we are paying attention because houses, people are crying.
Yeah.
That's why now we are paying attention. To Uncle Richard's comment here and what Kasumba has said, 2 wrongs don't make a right, as the saying goes. So there was a wrong which was done at some point. Government should realize that. There was a wrong which was done. So to fix that wrong, you don't fix it with another wrong, displacing 1,000 people away from homes. So what are we saying here today? There are people who are homeless today by government, Zambia, by UPND. Yes, it was wrong for them to be where they were. And it was just as wrong for those who gave them the plots or who allowed them to build in the first place, to build in the airstrip. It was just as wrong. So how do we fix this wrong? That is going to be the question.
Yes.
Yes. Government, there is just no way you can throw away 1,000 people in the code. It is not. No, it is not acceptable. It is not acceptable. We know where we are coming from. And I mean, as we are going to discuss, I'm sure we are going to talk about Forest 27 in Osaka. Because those are rich people, and those are the ones every one of us know they are supposed to be out of there.
Yeah.
But because they are of the rich people, they're still there. So, we don't want double standards here. Something wrong was happened. If you are going to demolish these houses, if you at least tried to give them alternative land.
Good question.
Maybe you don't have money to build. Did you see the houses they were destroying them? Proper houses.
Yeah.
Proper houses. So you might not compensate them 100% because they were also at fault. Find them some shelter. Find them somewhere you're going to put them. If you're going to put them in school, put them in schools. You can't just show a heart of inhumane this way. Yes, it was wrong. Yeah, we all accept it was wrong. There are some people in there who have small babies.
Yeah.
We care where those babies are sleeping tonight. Or we don't care.
Yeah. You see, the thing is, let me put this up, like that Dr. Musoma is saying here, speaks to levels of lawlessness, not surprising. Some even built Muma golf clubs, you see. It's sad. Like you were joking about Mufulira Roger. What I did is I counter-checked, because I know Mufulira Airstrip is not active. So I spoke to somebody and I said, what is the situation at Mufulira Airstrip? So they told me that it's not like it is at Kasompe, but somewhere close, Nakobadi Chita demarcate my plots and things like that. So I said, well, then you see, the other problem we have is, like Richard is saying, that if the area is not gazetted for whatever, it's gazetted the way it is gazetted. You know, we have parks. You remember when we were young, there were parks, Roger. They are no longer there. They've built on the parks. So we have situations like that.
Nathan, not to cut you short, when you were speaking to the council people, every council, here in Canada where I am, in the United States, and I hope in Zambia, has inspectors. So before somebody even starts to build, they should have a permit to build. How did we allow 400 people to build 400 houses? or 5, yeah, we can say you are not following the law. Demolish. Let them go away. 400. How did we allow 400 people to build the houses? How?
On an airstrip.
On an airstrip. Don't tell me you can't see that something is going on in the airstrip. And then you just wake up one day, everyone has everyone has to go. No. We are not encouraging legality. The legality is the government we had. That was an illegal government. Their practices were illegal. Some of these people are innocent people. They paid their money. We know. Fiance fisha diga said taba fishiwa no kufishiwa. Ba ishwa fyo kwe but ineni mpela ba commander indalama na bampela na bampela na plot.
It's true. So those that are watching, we're seeing your comment here. Thank you, Joseph, Dr. Musoma, Richard. Hello, Matilda. So you see what we need. I tried to bring some officials here from Chingola Council to come, but some of these things are sensitive. People don't want to go on a live broadcast like this one, where we know that Tatoshi Nshikilama questions to Ipusha. The thing is, like you have said, lawlessness, like Dr. Kasonpe has said, and Mianza is also saying that we shouldn't encourage legality. You have said it, Roger. These are innocent people, okay? Innocent people, but some of them may not be innocent because they knew that if they do it the right way, they may probably not get the land. As we try to wind up this discussion, we get into the ECZ, the Lusambo and the Milanji being denied the whatever. What's the way forward here now? Should the people who lost property be compensated? We need to establish if they are title deeds. What's the way forward?
I would like to come in on the way forward. Yeah. So firstly, I was informed by someone in Chingola to say actually the people who had built the structures demonstrated. I don't know how true it is, but
they went and built. They went and bent the mayor's house.
Yes, and also his property should be lodged or something like that. Yeah. Then afterwards, later on, there was an instruction to the minister, should be from the president, to say they be given. So there's land that's not too far away from the Kasompe area. So the minister is actually on record. So he was telling them to say, no, do not worry, where you'll be relocated. There's an area that's been set aside just for you. You'll be relocated. There's a school not too far from it and things like that.
Yes.
So yeah. So as things,
that's a question.
yeah. So it's about instead of, so the issue is why not have that piece of land way before the demolition and everything else, to say, okay, put in place no kuchita plan, because like what Uncle Reja is saying, to say it's like sorry after death. Okay, after destruction, then you say, okay, now what about my house which has been destroyed,
Yeah, I'm sure all the reasons we have given here, as they say, the bridge you have behind you, Nathan, it's water under the bridge.
Water under the bridge.
The damage has already
been done.
Now, as a caring people, as Abantu, we have 400 families who don't have somewhere to sleep tonight. They don't. We don't accept the illegality of them going to burn the mayor's motel. That is not acceptable. But those are the frustrations people show. As a people, I mean, some of us have lived here in diaspora for a long time.
Yes.
Rule of law where we are here works. There is just no way a government can wake up and demolish 400 houses and leave people in the court. There's no way. Whether the people were wrong or not, there is just no way a government can do that.
Yeah. It's we shall get
if you indicate shamoneka felelo shamoneka indike oh shafula lelo indike bafumeni po abantu shafuma kwi mwe bantu bakwaleza.
I know,
again,
right?
we are not supporting
illegality.
Illegality. These people, some of them are innocent. Some of them lie and get from a commander, something like this. For today, push out the government. It's into solving a problem to a pangalero. This problem we have created, leaving 400 people in the court. That can be your brother. That can be my brother. That can be me. That can be me. Empathy, man, empathy. Let's put ourselves in the shoes, of these people.
Yeah, it's important. All right, everybody. That's our, like they say, that's our 2 cents on this. We shall try to bring government officials, Chingola Council officials to come here if we need to do that, Roger. But as far as we're concerned, we've done our part on this. The idea is just to provoke your thinking and your appetite on the matter. We shall transition here.
Find them as we transition, Nathan. For 1 week. Let's find somewhere. No go to amensh to apela kuna amensh. Tuilanda fiati awe sentu mapena action. Katawa iyo idea. Kwani ama mining ho kuchingola. Sentu bafwa ile koko bengaya. Katunga ni kuma skulu sentu bafwa ile.
Yes, that can be done. Let's take a break and we'll come back and look at ECZ. Was ECZ out of order when they denied Lusambo and Malanje to file their nominations? And on top of the hour, we'll be talking to Betty Mwangala, the chairperson for the Presidential International Gala Night, which is the President of the Republic of Zambia, HH, will be featuring in New York.
Zambians in the USA, in partnership with Global Alliance of Zambia Healthcare Professionals, invites you to the biggest event ever, the Meet the President International Fundraising Gala Dinner, featuring Zambian President, His Excellency Hakainde Hichilema, right here in the United States of America. Venue is the New Rochelle City in New York on Wednesday, September 21st, 2022. Time, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come and have fun and interact with your president, our president. The funds raised will be channeled towards the purchase of equipment for the Cancer Disease Hospital. For ticket reservations and more details, please contact the numbers on the screen or use the email provided. We look forward to seeing you in New York. Dress code: men, black tie. Ladies, long gowns or dresses. Get your ticket now.
Let's get our tickets and support that event. The funds are not going to the party. They are for a cancer project in Osaka. We want the fundraise. The people doing the project want to, excuse me, want to use the occasion to fundraise for the cancer center in Osaka. Betty will be coming up and Becky to talk about that in 30 minutes. So is it 25? As we continue our discussion here. Okay. Avena bulldozer, the wheels have come off the thing. Hi, Francis again. Noel, Noel, I want to hear your voice. We want to hear your voice. Just let me know when you're ready to come on and to talk. Kasuluva, I want you to begin us off on this discussion. We almost brought a lawyer here, Roger, to help us with understanding some of the sections of the law, or which Kasuluva, was ECZ out of line or not? What did you find out? What is the section of the law?
So interestingly, the law is quite
Is what?
Quite, it's I don't know if I could say it's not so straight, you know. There's first of all Article 7, because what was cited was Article 72, subsection 4, I think, if I'm not mistaken, by ECZ.
I'm trying to pull it up here as you're talking.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So, yes. So I'm not a lawyer. I'm sure some of the people that are listening.
No, don't say that. You remember in those days, Roger, when in the Pentecostals, when somebody would stand up and say, listen to the words, not my voice. You stood up to sing. Just sing.
Yes. So, yes. So based on summarizing section 72, subsection 4, so it talks about.
Let me read it.
Right.
Let me read it to you. Let me read it to you. Okay. I quote, illustratively states, Article 72(4) illustratively states that a person who causes a vacancy in the National Assembly due to the reasons specified under Clause 2A, resignation, B, disqualification, Watesha, my grandmother would say, Uletesha.
Yes.
C, violation of prescribed code. D, party crossing. G, independent joining a party. H, decision of the court, shall not during the term of that parliament be eligible to contest an election. End of quote. So was the ECZ within the law? It wasn't within the law according to this.
And now, so before we get to that, are you also able to just read 70, section 70?
70?
Yes.
I don't have 70 here. 70. I can see you flipping papers.
I'm trying to see if I have it.
What does 70 say, Kasuluba?
So 70, it's just more or less like it's an introduction anyway to some of the issues. It talks about, so it brings out a number of issues that could have led to some of the things that are already being talked about in section 74. So the argument here is, yes, quite all right. The seats were nullified, but then there's an aspect to say nullification is different from disqualification. Okay, so a seat could be nullified, but then according to the law, it doesn't mean you have been disqualified. So the argument, so in ECZ's argument, nullification and disqualification mean one and the same thing. So the argument is, let's say you have been fired from a job, right? And then that job has been now re-advertised. Can they bring the same person that was fired? So meaning that as long
they
as
cannot. Logic tells you cannot.
Yes. So meaning that as long as you have been fired, you cannot be reinstated in the same. They have to bring in a new person. So that's the stance that ECZ holds. Law Association of Zambia, on the other hand, now talked about what I brought in before to say the Con Court did not explicitly state to say these individuals, or rather these seats, were disqualified. They were only nullified, meaning the same individuals, being Mr. Lusambo and Mr. Malanji, are able to recontest. Yeah.
If I can may come in, Van Kamau.
Okay.
I slightly disagree with Kasuluba. I think to me here it's just it's the language itself. I want to believe that the PF knows that ECZ is correct and they're right in their decision. There are two things here. when the case was taken to the Corn Court, the job for the Corn Court was to see if there were violations in the constituencies during the voting, of which they found that there were violations. There were briberies and intimidation, and they investigated more to check who was responsible for all that. They found that Honorable Bowman, speaking of Kabushi, was guilty, and he was found wanting. So it wasn't the job, I'm not a lawyer, by the way, but this is just how I understand it. It wasn't the job for the Corn Court to say Honorable Bowman is disqualified. The case was the issue of nullifying the seat. So they made a ruling to say the seat was going to be nullified because there were violations. Okay? Now, that was their job. They didn't have to come and say the next round is not standing, because that's not what the case was taken to the court for. So now, when you look at the law that you quoted, it says the person who causes the nullification of a seat is not allowed to run, right? So now the UPND person who's representing the UPND in court will ask and say, you found Honorable Bowman wanting. He was the reason why the seat was nullified. To take it further, that case he took it, he appealed to the High Court, didn't he? The High Court made a ruling also to say about Bowman, you are guilty. So this is straightforward. And what does the law say? Anybody who causes a nullification is not allowed to stand in the next election. So it's simple. Now, the ruling, now if you look at the hearing now that's going to happen now in the Corn Court, will be different. Because now the argument will be, does Honorable Bowman is in order to stand? You're going to, because if they say is capable of standing, then the UPND will ask and say, why then did you nullify the seat and find him wanting in the first place? So to me, this is a straightforward thing. Honorable Bowman caused the nullification of the seat itself, right? Therefore, according to the law, he's not supposed to take part in these elections. ECZ is right. They were not interpreting the law. They were just stating the law. There's a difference. If I say, if a policeman comes to me and says, oh, you have to do this. If I say I have the right, I'm just stating the law. So there's a difference there. In the issue of Malanji, it's a straightforward issue. If he thinks he's capable or is in his rightful mind to stand, just produce the grade of certificate, which will be verified by the ECZ. It's easy. In that case also, he's the one who caused the nullification because him as a candidate.
Sorry to cut you short, Bakombe. Busheba Malanji, it's a grade 12 certificate issue.
It is the grade 12 certificate. It is the grade 12. So ngabali kwata, bakemye, bakamona na examination number by Examination Council of Zambia. They'll be able to verify.
Right in the GEC.
Now,
but it was too late. The elections are now, and then GC was in June.
So to that question, that question sounds like it's a very simple question. Again, from the Kasompe discussion, it tells you where we are coming from. When the PF were making these laws were not for them.
They are the ones who made that constitution amendment.
Indeed.
Right? Let's remind everybody, Roger.
Yes. These laws were not for them. They knew Ngabali we need it, even today land. Ngabali we never PF. Nothing would have happened. But they would have gone back. This is the lawlessness where we are coming from. So all the details, like the question you have asked, no, there was no need for him to sit for an exam. Because it was straightforward. As far as the PF were concerned, it was straightforward. Meaning, pakwamba fe parapeni pakwamba. Baba suminishesha nyukuchita. file nomination. How was he allowed? Because by the PF and the Fintu Fiance, Fiadi Niholala. Now tables are flipped.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm.
Tables are flipped.
True.
Yes, Kasompe.
I'd like to come in. I agree with Mr. Kombe, actually. I agree with what he brings out. But then we are only looking at the ECZ side. Like, what all that you have said is exactly what the ECZ is standing on. But then, if we look at what Law Association of Zambia said, right? The Law Association of Zambia said that there's a difference between disqualification and nullification. So here, if the law is straight to say disqualification is the same as nullification, then no debate whatsoever. Fine, Mr. Bowman Lusambo and Mr. Malanji are not eligible to recontest. Now, the argument that's being placed on the table, even on the when we look at the camps of Mr. Lusambo and Mr. Malanji, their argument is nullification is not the same as disqualification. So meaning that your seat can be nullified, quite all right, but you can still contest the same. I don't know if you get it now.
Let me come in on that. Let me come in on that. Let me come in on that.
Hold on back.
Let him answer the question. You have been disqualified at grade 12. Without grade 12.
So now Uncle Roger. Padiva Nankari, Padiva Malanjite. So Padiva Malanji. Because the argument being nullification is not the same as disqualification, what Law Association of Zambia said was that at this point, if Mr. Malanji were to come and produce his grade 12 certificate, he were going to be eligible.
Exactly.
So meaning that the seat was nullified but not disqualified. Meaning if he were to produce the grade 12 certificate, he was still going to be able to, recontest? So meaning it was nullified at that point to say you don't have grade 12, but if you come back with your grade 12, you're going to still stand. So now,
let me I am with Vamavunde here. I was just about to ask this question, and Vamavunde posts this comment. Does our constitution have the word nullification in Article 72, which I have with me here?
Maybe kindly read it once more.
Does our constitution have the word nullification in Article 72? Does it? Kasulu, does it? Here, in other way, let me tell you the way I'm looking. Kasuluba, yes. There is no nullification. Nullification does not stand on its own. Nullification is caused by something. There is a cause that leads to nullification. So you can't. The seat can't just be nullified without a situation occurring. So you cannot say nullification does not necessarily mean disqualification. No, I'm looking for Article 94 here, and the text when I'm on the show. Please talk.
So my point, Lakasalova, I want to come in on that.
Yes.
What Lars did was right, but very wrong. They sounded political. A very good example I can state is during the 2016 election in the US.
Yes.
The FBI director came out and gave a statement that moved votes. He was right, but the timing was wrong. Lars saying that they're being perceived as siding with one party. I understand them. Technically, what they were saying was right. Like the example you gave, Bamalanji, the seat was nullified. If he comes with a grade 12, it means he can stand. But Bowman Lusambo, The seat was nullified. But if he goes to court and it's found that he didn't cause the disturbance, Mukabush, he can stand. So Laz cannot give Palaba Peleleva Laz, but Pele half-baked thing. They should have gone further to say, but if you are the causer, according to the law, if you are the causer of a by-election, then you cannot stand. In the case of Malanji, you were found wanting Tamakwete Gretov. But this time around, if you come again, Tamakwete Gretov, you cannot stand by law. Laz didn't do that. You see, so what was the point for them to come and tell us the obvious? And then half the people out there do not understand what they meant. To them, they run with it and say, even Laz has said they are able to stand. They didn't do any justice by stating that. They should have gone further. Balaz, they should have gone further to explain. They are right, but they should have explained to say, Bamalanji, he has the right to stand in Gabaleta Gretov. Honorable Usambo Ngabaku Court Babasanga Titeva causing nullification, then he is allowed to stand. They should have said that. Honorable Usambo has been found guilty twice. The Con Court, the High Court where he appealed. Mammon. So these things, they didn't help. The Laz didn't help. My view is they didn't help.
Before we wind up this discussion, we have 9 minutes before we are joined by the International Gala organizers here on top of the hour here. I want us to first let's read Bariki's comment. I like this. Who disqualified the candidate? It's the law and ECZ. Therefore, ECZ is on firm ground. The position of Laz is a legitimate argument, and only the court can decide whether the decision was correct. Since the matter is before the Con Court, it is now the Con Court on trial. Thank you, Bariki. So how did this make Laz look like Roger when they did that, issued that memo, and then they withdrew it? And they actually deleted it off the platform, right?
Yeah. Oh, they did all that?
Yes, they did.
24 hours.
Yeah. So where you see, that's why organizations I need to be very careful before you issue statements rather than just trying to grandstand a certain incident happening. You would think our lawyers would present themselves in a certain way. You know, Roger, how did this make Laz look?
If they deleted the argument, it makes them look, excuse me, look oh my God.
Bless you,
live
my
on
friend.
TV. To be on shaky ground. Now they're confusing us because whatever they said is still on record somewhere.
Yeah.
A lot of us saw what they said. So it makes Laz, in short, very confusing what they have done. Even more, they are making an investment into their future arguments. People will not trust their arguments in future.
Okay.
Because they were supposed to stand. If they made a solid argument, they were supposed to stand on that. So just withdrawing a statement and then you say, oh, in 4 hours we have withdrawn. Things don't work that way. So this will follow you, as they say, to the grave. It
I
will
know,
follow
right?
you all the way, yes. Whatever you are going to say, Laz, now will be questioned. Are you sure, Laz, of what you have said now? Or are you going to delete tomorrow? Which is which?
Back home, did Laz come out looking political? I don't know if that even makes sense. Did they come out looking political?
Laz has always been political. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Laz has always been political. We hope this new government which has come in can separate them. You know, they were created by the article of Ukatushi Parliament. Can be delinked. We know what happened to Kasompe when she was there. She was very tough with PF, and she had to be removed. The appointments of these presidents somehow there are questions. So laws, in my view, should be delinked from government. Lawyers they have got money. They should be able to support their own independent association.
Francis,
Mkwa.
did laws come out looking political?
I wouldn't say I disagree with what they wrote, but I wouldn't go further and say they looked political. I think they realized that they made a mistake. They were being reactive instead of just stating the law. They were pushed into this. If you follow social media so well, there was an outcry for Laz to issue a statement. So they were trying to please that crowd that was saying Laz has to say something now. And they made a mistake. And I think I'm glad that they put it down, because in all fairness, we all make mistakes, and maybe the consultation wasn't done well before they issued the statement. So it's a learning curve for them. They have a new president, they're settling in. And my advice to them is don't go with the crowd. Just state the law. What does the law say? Yes. So because of pressure, I think they made a mistake, and I'm glad that they put it down. And I want to say, it's not always that, I disagree with Baroja. It's not always that Laz really has been political. If you follow...
And here, as Valerian says, Laz cannot be trusted. They also sided with the former president's third MB.
Exactly.
So, Francis, your point, you've been thrown out by the media.
By the window, before it even came out.
He says, Valerian's point says, so third term, this is referring to FTJ, right?
Correct. Correct. And I'm sure they also cited with I don't know if it is this group which is there. They were agreeing a lot of things PF was doing. A lot.
Kasuluba, come in. We have 3 minutes here before we are joined by Miss Betty and Becky.
Looking at Laz, I think I want to agree with what's been said and what Mr. Kombe said. For me, I saw it as a reaction to... can you hear me? A reaction to the statement that ECZ had given. Okay, so it was, I saw an aspect of, we are the experts in this, and we're giving this opinion. That it wasn't a thing to say, okay, this is what the law says, this is what we're bringing out. And then now, away from the debate a bit, personally looking at how it was, I feel if a person's seat has been nullified, they only need to recontest when they appeal and they are cleared. Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
Interesting. All right, everybody. Actually, something interesting we should mention here, Roger, that I've been discussing with one of our tech brothers to create a call-in situation. Somebody's making a comment that this would have been a good call-in show where people call in and make their comments. We are working on that. Some technicalities, certain equipment we need to add on to our laptops, but Kangawe is helping us get that done. And those things, Francis? Okay, no, make the comment and then we switch over. The ladies have to join us here for our discussion.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I'm on the road.
You're good.
My point was, it's not always that Laz has always been political. If you follow President, I think it's Kasompe, the lady was president. She had an issue with the ruling party because he made certain stances that were different, that were not in line with the ruling government, and they wanted it out. So once in a while, we have somebody really stands up, and I think we need Laz more than ever. But I think we should encourage, like Baroja said, let's encourage those lawyers to be independent and free. Just set the law. Don't worry about being popular. That's my stand.
it's a difficult position to be, but we totally understand. Yeah, there you go. You see what we are putting that up for you, Francis. What Lillian is saying. We put it up when you dropped. She says Lars cannot be trusted. They also sided with the former president's third term bid. She's not talking about FTJ Roger, ECL.
But we should understand that the law is subject to interpretation. So how I might interpret the law, I might think it's right, but it's wrong. So lawyers are also human. But for an organization, I think we want to trust them more. So I think they need to change the system and actually very careful for the issue. Thank you.
All right, as we get ready here to be joined by our two ladies to discuss the upcoming international gala, everybody don't go away. We're still going to play our ending the show gala as jingle so that we separate the two segments for those who may want to watch a certain part of this. Stand by. We're crossing over to Miss Betty and Miss Becky. They're going to discuss the upcoming gala in New York with where the president is going to be officiating. That was our discussion for today. Join us next week for another interesting show.
Zambia Blog Talk Radio.
Zambians in the USA, in partnership with Global Alliance of Zambia Healthcare Professionals, invites you to the biggest event ever, the Meet the President International Fundraising Gala Dinner, featuring Zambian President, His Excellency Hakainde Hichilema, right here in the United States of America. Venue is the New Rochelle City in New York on Wednesday, September 21st, 2022. Time, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come and have fun and interact with your president, our president. The funds raised will be channeled towards the purchase of equipment for the Cancer Disease Hospital. For ticket reservations and more details, please contact the numbers on the screen or use the email provided. We look forward to seeing you in New York. Dress code: men, black tie. Ladies, long gowns or dresses. Get your ticket now.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to our second segment. This is a special feature in which we are discussing the upcoming Meet the President International Gala, which will be held next month, September. And we have our two members of the organizing team here. Betty, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Pastor Nathan.
Welcome. Welcome. Betty is the chairperson for the organizing team for this gala. Also joining us is Miss Becky. Hi, Miss Becky. Good morning. Welcome to the show. You are on mute. Betty, can you just go down a little bit? Your head is cutting off.
Okay.
Oh, whom? Oh, Manga. Okay.
Yeah. Good morning, ladies. How are you?
Oh, we are very well, thank you. I'm well.
Welcome.
Let's
talk about this very special event. Everybody watching, please make sure that I know a lot of questions have been raised about this event. So we want you to ask your friend, share this link and let everybody listen and hear what they need to hear about what is coming up here. Becky, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you doing this. My first question to you, Betty, is how did this idea come about, and what prompted this concept of a fundraising gala where the president will be officiating?
Okay, thank you so much. And first of all, we are so delighted to be here. I and my friend Becky. We are super delighted to be on this show today.
Excellent.
Yeah, right. So that's a good question. I'll say this whole idea, it was born in Dallas, Texas. Of course, it has been there throughout, but I remember I was in Dallas for my auntie's funeral, and then I shared the idea with by Joyce Chibwe in Dallas, and the idea was really welcome. I also shared it with my chairman, Willis Musonda, and the idea was really welcome. And from there, it was born. Here we are. We are now a team, and it's happening. We are doing it.
Okay. Let's talk about the idea of why cancer, why cancer, why buy machinery for the cancer center in Lusaka. You know, a lot of people have said there's more need in rural Zambia. Why are you doing it in Lusaka? Why are you doing it for Lusaka Cancer Center?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Again, I would say really cancer, it's for me, I would say it's personal. I take it as personal because I remember I had a friend who died through cancer, and I have two sisters who are cancer survivors. What they went through, really, it was a sad story to tell, and I know many of our families and members, friends in Zambia, they are going through the same. So when I looked back and I said, wow, we can do something about it. And I believe it's the same feeling with most members on my committee. I really thought that we should take advantage of this visit of the president as we organize this gala. We can do something. It's all about us who are still got energy to breathe, to walk, to think, to sit down and really to see what can we do to help others, because you never know. Tomorrow might be you, tomorrow might be your close friend or your relative. So thought that we could do something to help them. And again, why Lusaka, not other rural areas?
No, why not in Porokoso or Luwingo?
Correct. Right, yeah. We thought of that.
Let me add on to that, Mwangala. First of all, Nathan, to answer your question, why cancer and why the Cancer Diseases Hospital? Well, us have been affected by cancer. We may not have had it, but we have lost somebody close to us. We may know a friend or a family member. And we only have one Cancer Diseases Hospital, okay? So that is the only place where we can channel our help. And even with the hospital in existence, we still have people that have to go out of the country to seek treatment. And that is because we do not have the necessary machinery. Some of it is obsolete and some of it is just not working at the moment. That is why we thought we should supplement government efforts and raise for the Cancer Diseases Hospital in Lusaka.
Excellent.
Right.
You see, Betty, that's the very reason what you're saying, why we need to make people understand why this is being done. Let's talk about the event now. You see, because when we do these things and they involve the president, we all want to be political for no reason or the other. Okay. Becky, tell us about the date, the time, and the venue. Where is this going to take place?
Okay, so this event takes place in New York City on Wednesday, September 21st, 2022. And we would have loved to have this event over the weekend, but unfortunately, because of the president's busy schedule, that is the only day that we could hold the event on. So we really hope that people will continue to buy tickets and attend this event. So the venue is the New Rochelle, country in New York City. And let me hasten to say that this is not a political event. This is not a UPND event. This event has been organized by Zambians in the United States, affiliated to different political parties. And that is why we have sought the help of organizations of Zambians in the United States, and that's just Zambians, in general.
Across the board, yeah.
Yes. So this is just being organized by Zambians. It is not a UPND event. No, it is for Zambians who want to meet and greet their president.
Right. Okay. The tickets, let's talk about the ticket prices, the offer, and what the package is being offered by each ticket. Everybody watching, there is the information for you to buy a ticket. Zelle, that I put it in block letters so that if you are blind like me, you can be able to see properly. That's a Zelle info. It's info@gazhup.org. And if you use if you live in the United States, you know what Zelle is, except Abaku Canada, they are still like in Zambia, Tabako at Zelle. So Miss Becky or either Betty, what are the ticket prices? And tell us about the ticket prices.
Okay, Becky, would you like to take that?
Okay, so we have 4 categories of tickets.
4?
We have a student ticket, which is going at $75.
Okay.
Only for students aged up to 26 years of age. Okay.
Lelo.
We do appreciate that there are students that are older, like me, but you need to pay. Yeah. So for students that are 26 and below, we have a ticket for you, and it's only going for $75. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
let's hit that point clearly, Becky. Like you have said, they are old students like you. Even I'm a student, so kutina show up naka ticket kase. So you have to be 26 and below for you to qualify.
For you to qualify for the $75 ticket, yes.
Okay. Sorry, Roger.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. And then we have the standard ticket.
All right.
That is going for $250. Okay. And all these tickets are inclusive of dinner, by the way.
All right.
We have what we're calling the VIP ticket. It's going for $500. And lastly, but certainly not the least, we have a corporate ticket, which is going for $1,000.
Okay.
Okay. Other than that, we have packages as well. Okay. For companies, really, that's our target audience. So we have what we're calling the bronze package. Okay. If you allow me, I'll mention the package and mention maybe 1 or 2 benefits of the package. Okay. So we have the bronze package, which is going for $5,000, and with this, you will be allowed to advertise. You'll be given a slot, and you'll feature in all our adverts, and you also have 2 tickets, 2 VIP, 2 free extra tickets.
Okay.
VIP, yeah. And then we have the copper. Okay, we have the copper category, and this is going for $20,000. And with this, you get advertising slots, 3, I think. You'll be able to walk on the red carpet, and you're going to be given 5 VIP tickets, among other things, of course. And then we have the gold package. With the gold package, you will have an opportunity to meet the president in the room, before he attends the event. You'll be on the red carpet, and you are going to get 1 seat at the high table where the president is going to be sitting. So you will sit with the president with that. Yes. Okay. And of course, you have the banner, and you also get to meet government officials, and you will get 6 VIP tickets. Okay. Yeah. And then for the platinum, that is going for $75,000. Again, you will get an opportunity to meet the president. You'll be on the red carpet, and you will sit, with the president on the same table. You can display your banner. You will get to meet government officials, and you will also get 8 VIP tickets, among other things. Okay.
So which one is this that puts you at the same table with the president? So what I call that millionaire friend of mine.
Okay. So, starting with the gets it with the president is the platinum.
Platinum.
So,
Right.
How much is that?
Platinum and gold. It's $5,000.
Okay.
And the diamond, for the diamond package, you will get an opportunity to meet the president, and you will also get to sit with the president. You will display your banner. You will meet government officials, and you will also get a little time allocated to you to talk about your company during the gala. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all
So,
that information, the best thing is if we can ask these questions again. Those that are watching, if you want something explained further or clarified, just let us know. The point I'm trying to make here is all this show is recorded. We shall put it on other platforms that people can hear. One key important thing, Betty, is that how do people buy tickets?
Right. Yeah, we have we can like you have put it there. We have Zelle, we have PayPal. We have also a website, a link that you can also click on, and it will take you to payment mode. I think I shared that with you as well. We have a Eventbrite that you can purchase your 250 tickets and so forth. We also have a student package. I don't know if you saw that. That goes for 75.
She has explained.
Right. So we also the other things that are coming along. We also have raffle. When you purchase a ticket, that takes you automatically to raffle draw.
Oh wow!
That you can you can win a ticket, a return ticket to Zambia, as well as also you can also have 2 nights, free nights at one of the best hotels in Osaka, and many other things are still coming. So it's really very interesting. We are appealing to our business sisters and brothers in our communities. Please, this is your event. Make sure you check in, follow whatever is happening, and please take advantage of this.
One of the components to events like this, Becky, is entertainment. What sort of entertainment should the people expect?
We have a lot of entertainment lined up. We have a group of ladies that's going to be doing an African, putting up African performance. We have good music from DJ Yakayeka. We have invited Kavman to come and perform from Zambia. And we have not left out the local artists, Zambian artists that are based here. We are still trying to, we're still talking. But we hope to have one present. Yeah, but at the moment, confirmed is Kavman coming to perform from Zambia. Yeah, and of course we have like Mangala said, we have the raffle. We also have an auction.
Okay, what is going to be auctioned?
I don't wanna preempt that.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that when time comes. Yeah.
Preempt that.
All right.
One of the things that we want to auction is the first dance with the president. So this is only for the ladies. So the highest the dance floor with the president.
Okay. What is it gonna take for somebody to dance with the president?
It's going to be an auction.
It'll be an auction, yes.
Bid. So the highest bidder gets to open the dance floor with the president. The highest lady bidder gets to open the dance floor with the president. Yeah, but we have other things on auction which we do not want to preempt right now. It's something really good. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. All right. One of the key issues to things like this when people are coming into a big city like New York is travel, accommodation. Has the planning team got any special rates arrangements with a specific hotel which those of us planning to come can call for a special rate?
Yes,
Right.
Those that want to come,
Mm-hmm.
we are talking with hotels near the venue. Yeah, we've already started talking. So if you want to come to New York, you can get in touch with Betty. Her numbers are provided, and she'll be able to explain to you exactly how we want to arrange this, cheaper accommodation. Maybe Betty, you can add on to that.
Correct. We also have Radisson. That is also agreed to give us the best rate for now, and also Residence Inn. Radisson Plaza is in New Rochelle. So we have also engaged the leadership in New York to also help us in this. Like we have said, this is our event. It's for all Zambians that are here. It's our event. If you feel that you can help in any way, please feel free to call us. Feel free to jump in and help. The leadership in New York community, they are really helpful, and they are out there looking for good accommodation, how they can accommodate everyone coming from all over and make it happen. So Radisson Plaza and Residence Inn, they are giving us very good rate.
Excellent. Before we continue our discussion, let's watch this promo. Let's just get some information here.
Zambians in the USA, in partnership with Global Alliance of Zambia Healthcare Professionals, invites you to the biggest event ever, the Meet the President International Fundraising Gala Dinner, featuring Zambian President, His Excellency Hakainde Hichilema, right here in the United States of America. Venue is the New Rochelle City in New York on Wednesday, September 21st, 2022. Time, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come and have fun and interact with your president, our president. The funds raised will be channeled towards the purchase of equipment for the Cancer Disease Hospital. For ticket reservations and more details, please contact the numbers on the screen or use the email provided. We look forward to seeing you in New York. Dress code: men, black tie. Ladies, long gowns or dresses. Get your ticket now.
We are speaking to Miss Betty Mwangala and Miss Becky here. They are part of the organizing team for the Meet the President International Gala, which will be held in New York on September 21st. And they're sharing with us information how to get there, buying tickets, and all those information. So if you'd like to buy a ticket, that's the Zelle information there that you can use, or if you can go to the GAZHPO website. The information is also there. And for hotel accommodation, like they have said, you can call Miss Betty on that number, and you will be able to get some special arrangement made for you. Okay, ladies, this is in partnership, and we already discussed this at the beginning. It's in collaboration with the Global Alliance of Zambian Healthcare Professionals. Please share with us how this is working, the collaboration, when the funds are raised, and all those kinds of things are related to the work of GAZAP.
Correct. Thank you so much for that. Yes, we have partnered with the Global Alliance of Zambian Healthcare Professionals. This is a group of team that are really have good experience to this. I'm sure you are also aware, and maybe our viewers out there. Global Alliance, GAZAP, in short, they have been in existence for over 3 years now. So we really made a good choice to go with them. And these will really help us to manage our funds, and also the time of purchasing this equipment, they really handle that on our behalf.
I think
so far it's really working well, and they are coming in. It has really been so helpful.
Excellent. You know why I like that point, Becky, that Mwangala has just said? It eliminates that point we've been dealing with in social media about this being a UPND event, and also having an accountability concept as far as funds are concerned. So the planning team is not collecting the money, Becky, right? It's GAZHP, right?
Correct. We are not handling any man, so it's them, right?
Yeah. Yes. So that is very important. I thought that we should just bring that in so that we clear the air about who's handling money. You know, when we see Becky driving a Rolls Royce, then we say, oh, Shafmini Kugala and all that. And
right.
You know, I just had to throw that little thing in there.
No,
say that again, Becky.
I said we're not handling any funds. No.
Excellent. So everybody, the funds are being handled by that organization, GAZHP, which is Global Alliance of Zambian Health Care Professionals. The information you gave about the breakdown of the tickets, and that is very important. And if we have a little bit of time here remaining, and everybody is saying hello there. Thank you, Patricia. Honestly, we see you. I know you're going to buy 10 tickets. And hi, Variki. We love my sister Brenda there. We're going to take a delegation from Dallas. After all, this vision was birthed in Dallas. I mean, Dallas, we need to show up in big numbers.
Correct.
Yes, as we conclude here, I was just about to okay, Noel here. I don't know if he's ready now. He wants to ask a question. Where is Noel? No. Noel, are you there?
No, I'm here. I was just saying hello.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, I was just saying hello, and then I'm watching my ladies. Hi.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Are you going to the event?
Yes, I am.
Of course he is.
The members would say, "Well, you push it." Okay, well, Francis is supposed to say something. I apologize. Like I said, you see, when I'm on the show and you're sending me text messages, you are distraction. Valekas, what did you want to say? You wanted to add on something? Okay, he has dropped. Okay, Becky, I want you to very quickly go through the package again. I think that's very important. Very, very important. Let's start with the student package. So student, 26 years old, right? Sorry, again, my friends who are...
Yes, so we have a student ticket, which is going for $75, and not for students as old as I am, only for students that are age 26 and below. Okay. And then we have the standard ticket going for $250. We have the VIP ticket going for $500 and the corporate ticket going for $1,000.
Okay.
And then we have the package.
You see, there's a reason, Becky, Becky, why I'm emphasizing that. You say this again. The ticket for the student, Roger, is 26 years old. Trust me, I was going to show up with a $75 ticket. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, but Roger listening, 26 and below. Yeah.
You never know. Maybe he's 25. Maybe he'll be turning 26
Number question
in
is
October.
ticket endela pamona na kareji na kushikala mashana. Na kukuyipima fye.
Remember this? Please, everybody, let me say this. It may sound funny, but it's not. It's a serious thing. Please, if you are not 26 years old, don't show up with a ticket for $75. Please. Becky, Betty, you know why I'm emphasizing this. Please,
right.
Okay, don't show up at the door with a $75 ticket. It's for people 26 and below. Some of us, it's very clear name Fishile showing we are not 26. And okay. And then there are corporate people listening here, people with companies.
If I may ask a question, what is our target goal? Yeah, what is our target goal? We want
Yes,
to
by the way,
raise.
that's a good question. What's our target?
Correct.
I'm 24.
Okay, that's a good question, Baroja. Our target is 1 million and above.
Go next.
1 million. I like that.
Yes.
So let's, I like giving,
1 million and above.
Like 1 million and above. And
Right.
I believe this. I know you are all complaining about Bali, what he has done with the Kwacha, but 1 million will do a lot for the cancer center. Like Becky explained, the what do you call it? The equipment needs attention. We need to replace all those things there.
I think this is one reason why I like the 1 million to begin with. I like the cancer goal to help the cancer goal. And therefore, when we come to the pricing, not kwikatirira ffe twatemu fwe bati again mutu Zambian. Let's help. I think we have Shatra for Granda but let's help. Yeah, let's help. We have a responsible government. This money will be used well. That will be promised. The money will be used well. So we are hoping and we are praying the entire United States of America will show up in New York. Will show up in New York. After all, who doesn't want to see Bali? It's the hot cake.
Yeah, I know, right?
West Africa, Nigeria, come on, guys. Come on.
Yeah. So what we shall do is I'm trying to get the Dallas people. We put some money together. I want to sit on Bali's desk. Betty Becky, I'm gonna play a video. I'm going to play a video and I want you to comment on this one. I was trying to say to let me just play the video. I've got a surprise for you here.
Alola abesu government fushize pano akapondo akamkama chezu muntu alasti the silent lion ndipo nena kwa America uko pa 21st of September ndesa New York City abesu kugaradina kuleva bakateka ba president ba chalo aga inde ichile ndeza mkuperforma tureza mkuimba tukadance chapamu. And then he got a dinner ikabako mani wakala Stefan Drezi ekaya ku cancer disease hospital mu Osaka. So muke say
Miss B, our days Omatololo.
Yeah.
Do you know what I like? You know that is that okay? Who is that? Tell us who that is. Me, I just like the language. You know that.
Chairman, that boy, we brought him on the fundraiser. You forgot.
I was saying to myself, I know this guy. Who is that guy?
That is
Becky. Yeah,
that is Kavman. You heard him say Kavman.
Yes.
It's September 21st. So Kavman is coming. He's a Zambian based in Indonesia. Yeah, we thought we should invite him to come and grace our occasion. He's very excited, and we're also excited. I'm looking forward to have him come and
Yes. That's wonderful.
Excellent. Okay, mwebena Z mu diaspora or not that is diaspora now on Pachalo Tef.
Those who are unable to attend, are you guys? I'm sure.
Good question, Roger. Those who are not able to attend.
Yeah.
If I'm not able to attend, what should I do? How can I help?
Yes, if you are not able to attend, again, it's all about the cost here that we are working on, the money that we are fundraising to. Please, if you feel like you can help in any way, you can still donate through the Zelle and the website that have been provided, and just write it that this is my donation, and we'll definitely recognize you.
Okay, excellent.
Right.
That is very important that we do that. All right. Before we go here, final, Mr. K, did you have a question for the ladies? For the people in Zambia who would like to participate, Mr. K? Well, any question for the ladies before we go?
I think the question that I had was the one that's just from being asked by Uncle Roger to say those that are unable to attend. Yeah, but it's been addressed actually.
Okay, excellent.
Right.
So everybody, it's Wednesday, 21st September 2022 in, is it Rochelle, New York, right? Yeah,
New Rochelle. Yeah,
yeah,
yes.
that's where the event is going to be. The information is available on the banners that we have provided, or you can go to that website. Everything is there. Becky, thank you. We look forward to seeing you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Pastor Nathan, Barojas, the viewers out there, this will not be the end of these projects and so forth. Even after the gala, will still continue, taking into consideration that our country really needs help, especially on the cancer aspect and so forth. We're still looking forward again to do another project in Ndola, opening another cancer center in Ndola Copper Belt. This will really help the people of the north side to lessen the congestion in Osaka. So we'll still be on.
Excellent. All right, Ms. Becky, final word?
My final word, I'd like to thank all the hardworking ladies and gentlemen of the organizing committee. These people are working so hard. We are having impromptu meetings. You know, I just thank you so much for everything that you're doing. There's so many, I cannot mention all of them. And again, my appeal to all the Zambians in the diaspora, in America and in Zambia, to please donate. You know, it could be you next time with a relative, and it could even be yourself, you know, afflicted by cancer. You don't want to go to Santon Medical Clinic or to Mill Park or to go to Apollo, you know, when you have a cancer diseases hospital, which you just need to capacitate for you to you know, to be able to get the help that you need. So please buy a ticket, buy a package, and attend this gala. And we look forward to seeing you.
There.
Excellent. All right, everybody, enjoy the weekend. And those of you who will be going to New York, we shall see you in New York.
Do you want to promote your business on Zambia Broad Talk Radio? Yes, that's right. Live on Zambia Broad Talk Radio. To book your spot, just make a donation by picking from the following categories. To get started, just call or WhatsApp the number on the screen and you'll be good to go. Live on Zambia Broad Talk Radio every Saturday for 1 full month. And it will stay on the recorded shows.
Zambians in the USA, in partnership with Global Alliance of Zambia Healthcare Professionals, invites you to the biggest event ever, the Meet the President International Fundraising Gala Dinner, featuring Zambian President, His Excellency Hakainde Hichilema, right here in the United States of America. Venue is the New Rochelle City in New York on Wednesday, September 21st, 2022. Time, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come and have fun and interact with your president, our president. The funds raised will be channeled towards the purchase of equipment for the Cancer Disease Hospital. For ticket reservations and more details, please contact the numbers on the screen or use the email provided. We look forward to seeing you in New York. Dress code: men, black tie. Ladies, long gowns or dresses. Get your ticket now.
Zambia Blog Talk Radio.